you agree, just make a comment. Yeah.
Give us a like. Give us a like.
Please. What we get, yeah. We can maybe you can see us on the BBC in the future. I don't.
To do a lot better job than Eddie Jordan. He was just there going, yay.
Let's not get into a fight with Eddie Jordan. But
he won't be able to reach the punch, will he? He's so small. Like.
Yeah, so this is what's going to be like for the rest of the series. So I have to restrain him if I can.
I'll be bound and gagged for the next one.
Yeah, I'll put him somewhere you can't see him. Yeah, so now let's move on to Sauber. The two brilliant drivers, Sergio Perez
and Kikumu Kobayashi.
Yes, now Sergio, he has gone to McLaren for 2013.
To replace Hamilton.
To replace Hamilton, who has moved to Mercedes, which we'll get on to in a minute. But we think that the move to McLaren for Sergio Perez is
a great move.
A great move for McLaren, but he didn't score any points during the end of the season.
Yeah, after it was announced that he was
yeah,
replacing those, he seemed to have a major dip in results.
Yes, but that's not the thing. He's a good driver. You saw that in the European season. I think if they should have kept the move quiet, then he could have scored more points. Excuse me. But let's talk about Kikumu Kobayashi. Now, when he came in 2009, we never heard of him.
No.
But he did brilliant in Toyota.
Yeah.
And we all saw
him develop into 2010 with some good results.
Yeah. And then 2011 he did alright. Then Sergio came in.
Yeah. And so just to steal his limelight, really.
Yeah, saying, this is my teammate. And then he hasn't got a drive.
No, for 2013, so he's in trouble.
Would you mind taking
another
over?
One for the unemployed list.
I'll be back in a minute. Would you mind taking over?
I suppose. But with all these people, it's just don't make it stage right.
Just pretend they're not here. Pretend they're not here. Back in a minute.
What am I talking about?
You're talking about
he needs
Sauber.
a drink. He needs a drink.
Let's talk about Sauber. Just talk about them.
Well, halfway through the season, they got a bigger sponsorship deal with Chelsea, didn't they?
Yeah, now, that was a weird one, that. Now, Chelsea are a football team. What are they going to do with Sauber?
Well done.
Shut up.
Stating the obvious there.
So, my apologies. What is the big deal? Chelsea sponsoring Sauber. What do they get?
I don't know. I mean, there was never an explanation, was there? It was just that. Did they advertise it?
Did Roman Abramovich saw another great adventure somewhere?
To ruin for everyone else.
Yeah. Is he going to start sacking all the...
Everyone's going to...
Everyone there?
To sack the... Peter Sauber.
No offence, Chelsea fans there.
Actually, yes, offence, Chelsea fans. I hate you. I hate you.
Okay, let's not get into a hate crime over here.
Sorry, I just feel so passionately about these things.
Yeah, we nice fans.
I need a therapist.
Yeah, you need a shrink.
Yeah, a shrink.
I think you need to tell the Doomsday Cult about that as well.
Yeah.
The world's not going to happen, people.
It is. I'm afraid. Christmas this year. Get a refund on your presents.
Yes, we're going slightly off topic now, aren't we? Okay, so we're moving on from...
But we talk about other stuff other than F1.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but let's talk about the Mercedes.
Lewis has moved to Mercedes.
Yeah, now, why? Big question mark. A huge question mark.
Good golf has got something to do with money.
Maybe so, but there is something there. I can see it sparking into life.
Yeah, because it's a bit like what Michael Schumacher did all those years ago when he moved to Ferrari when Ferrari were no one, and then he came in and
Michael
changed
had 3 titles by then.
Well, no, he had 2. And then he had 5 for Ferrari in a row.
I remember those days. I do remember them. I remember watching it on ITV.
On ITV, who had breaks during the race.
Alright.
During the race.
Yes, those were the olden days. But I remember the old times with Michael. I remember the olden days with ITV, and they did okay with the coverage, but I didn't like the breaks in between. because you don't know what was happening.
It could have been the most important part of the series.
Series,
The season, I know. Does it have to be correct grammar all the time?
yes.
You're worse than Andrew. You're worse than Andrew.
You'll have to mention him on this.
Yeah, I do. This is my one chance to have a rant to Andrew.
Okay, let's move on then. Do you have any favourite picks of the teams as well?
What do you mean?
You know, do you have any leads about...
Leads?
You know, do you...
From my sources?
Yeah.
I'm not like Eddie John. I don't like to spy around the corner.
No, but...
The Lewis to sign his contract, I'll break that to the news.
No, but Caterham, there's still one seat open. Now, who do you think will get that?
Well, I've got internet here. Well, I'll see if I can find anything.
Because Caterham have at least got one driver for now. But they can't compete with one driver.
No. Can't go on autopilot for
No.
evil.
Now, the interesting news that came out about Romain Grosjean, he won the Race of Champions. Congratulations.
How?
Because it's a brilliant format. Because all it is time trial racing, that's all it is. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Have you ever watched bits of it on YouTube?
No.
All it is, right, is two tracks.
Because I've got a life. Because I've got a life other than this.
We all have lives, mate. We all have lives. But there's two tracks side by side. And it's like a sprint race. Sorry, my voice is getting a bit...
He's dying. He doesn't have to wait until 21st December to die. He'll die before that.
Thanks. Anyway, so we'll come back to the scenes, but we must talk about the season ahead.
To 2013,
Yes.
but it should be good, yeah, just as long as the world doesn't end on Friday.
The world isn't going to end, mate. Look at the NASA video.
Not the NASA video.
Yeah, so there's no real changes, isn't there? So it's going to be exactly the same.
But it should be.
Okay, put a bullet in it. It's going to be exactly the same. No real changes. We're going to have different drivers. Now, the different driver changes. Now, Sauber have got the new Mexican. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
No, I forgot his name. Does anyone know his name?
If you please leave a comment, don't have a go at us.
Yeah.
This is all new to us.
Yeah. As you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, they couldn't tell it beforehand, could they? We look like proper professionals.
Yeah, well...
They're like the way they Dermot O'Leary hosts the X Factor, he just does it smoothly.
Look, why are you going on about the X Factor?
I don't know, I'm a big fan. The James Arthur song is good, buy it.
We're not talking about the X Factor. You've gone on to the X Factor.
That's a different video.
That's going to be in the next series. Now, of course, there's still a calendar spot left open for a race.
Because New Jersey was cancelled for next year.
Yeah, which is a big shame. I really want to see what the racetrack would be like and how the drivers would cope around the streets of Grant, New York.
Yeah, it was going to be another street track, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was going to be one of those big events in New York City. Not the other event which we just saw with the Hurricane Sandy we're talking about.
Hopefully. Well, I said hopefully not.
No. But we do, what's the word we're looking for?
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say that, I'm trying to say I feel, when I was watching on the news, I felt utterly shocked about how much power and destruction nature can do. We hosted this concert, didn't they, on the 12th, 2012, to raise money for Sandy.
And there was apparently also another date the world was going to end, a repeated date.
Why are you obsessed over this end of the world? People are getting obsessed, and
I'm not obsessed with it, I know it's the opportunity for jokes, I'm a comedian, remember? I'm the next Russell Howard.
Not next, Russell Howard.
Russell
Kane.
Russell Kane's good.
Now then, now we are
It's
going
a changing subject again, isn't it?
Yes, I'm changing the subject. Would you mind taking over?
But for what?
Just take over. But I feel like
We
I'm,
haven't, we haven't rehearsed this.
I'm feeling like I'm taking the limelight. You want to say
Oh,
something?
well, I don't mind.
No. Go ahead.
Cool.
Have you
Well,
got any news to give us?
Well, if the internet actually loads up, then maybe. Huh?
What's that about the Red Bull thing there?
Red Bull team boss Horner thinks Ferrari kicking Massa digital limited options.
Why are they taking the jabs out of each other?
Well, like schoolboys, isn't it? It's a bit like, you know, when you watch Prime Minister's Questions and Ed Miliband and David Cameron are always having a go at each other. And they always end with like a little statement.
Yeah.
And then the other one but bites back with the worst possible comeback.
Yeah. And did you hear about what happened in Mercedes?
What?
The team manager has left.
Oh yeah, that was a Horde guy, wasn't it?
Yeah. You see him on the telly interviewing. He's a good guy, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't know, I never met him. I never met him. But
that's why he left, because you kept interrogating him.
get me information now.
I'm trying.
But the big news is going to be a fourth Briton on the grid next year.
Yeah. No, Max Chilton.
Yes.
From Russia.
He's not from Russia.
No, for Russia.
Oh, sorry that you said Russia.
Russia. How can he be British and yet be Russian? It's impossible.
I don't know. And of course, what we must know about Formula One is that it never stops, doesn't it?
No.
There's always news. There's always changes. So by the time this goes out,
it never stays the same. So by the time this goes out, there's probably all sorts of changes.
exactly. But this is our first show, our first ever show.
As you can tell.
Not very professional about this.
No. DJ Comfy doesn't have anything to worry about.
I don't think anybody at the BBC has anything to worry about.
Well, with the current scandal, I think they do have a lot to worry about.
Yes.
And I don't condone Jimmy Saul's behaviour at all, but it's but I do like making a joke about Saul. Sorry.
You just have to take it down with a joke, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not Russell, a bit more like for Frankie Boyle. The risque joke.
I don't think we need to have Frankie Boyle in this. We don't need to mention him, okay?
Well, he's in the living room, he's about to come in.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is, for Frankie.
Anyway, so we're almost getting to the end of it now, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we will be back. We are going to have a
We
verse
will be
race.
back. We will be back because we're like the Daleks. You never really get rid of us. We always come back.
Or the Gangnam Style.
Yeah, the
We're
Gangnam
gonna
Style
get more.
thing,
We're gonna
that's-
get more hits than Gangnam Style.
Yeah. Well, over 1 billion.
We'll try.
Well, I'll try, please.
We can do a parody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we're not going to do a F1 Gangnam Style. Absolutely not. That's been done already.
Yeah.
we are
And they all like idiots.
But we are going to do an F1 versus race between us two. But who do you think will win? Who do you think will be champion? Me or my friend here?
Yeah, I've got a name.
Yeah, Reese.
But we've known each other for 3 years, so surely you know my name.
Just a point. Me and between me and Reese. Who do you think will win?
Well,
Or have you got any questions for our next show, which will be?
after the first race this season.
No, we should do it during the test season. Because tests are important, because that gives us an indication of where's the season going. Do you agree?
Well, it didn't look the last year because it looked like Alonso was going to really struggle, and then he was there all the way to the end by the end of the season.
Exactly. But it may not give us anything, but it just gives us a point. If you agree with that, leave a comment. But if not, fair enough.
Yeah.
So we are going to be back with the verse race, which will probably be loaded
Yeah.
on
But by the end of January, I assume, wouldn't it? Or
the end of the week.
Mid-February.
End of the week.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, alright, so
Ta-ra.
farewell.
Ta-ra.